In my 100th episode, user Debbie Mendez asked, "Congratulations, Dave. I ran across your video on choosing a sink. Great information, so here I am. I love the look of nickel sinks. You know that look of quality often found in genteel homes of days gone by. My husband, the man who watches the budget, will not like me venturing in this direction. My question, will a nickel sink hold up to daily wear? I have passed by a video that suggests that copper will come through in time. What would be the composition of a quality nickel sink? Thank you. P.S. Hubby does the dishes and I do the sink polishing." Well, Debbie, we're going to get into your question right now. Make sure you stay tuned to the end for an update on the Stonega, Virginia house. Welcome back, Remodelites, to another episode of Quick Tip Tuesday, where I dive into your questions, comments, and concerns. If you're new here, my name is Dave with Remodel Media, and my mission in life is to eliminate regret. And I do that by bringing you the latest tips, tricks, and products for your home remodel. So if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications so you never miss an episode. Now, Debbie, your question is rather open-ended, but I'll try and address it completely. So Debbie, to start with, we're going to address first some vocabulary, and then we're going to get into some tips. So Debbie, you mentioned genteel design. For folks who might not be familiar with that, think of something from maybe the early 1900s, the late 1800s. Think antebellum South plantations, think frilly curtains, and something that might be considered even like a high-end rustic look. And you're going to start to form an idea of what that genteel design means. And when you're talking about nickel, I'm assuming that you're talking about brushed nickel. Brushed nickel being the most common finish that you will see in kitchen sinks and faucets. Brushed nickel is a way of plating a metal so it looks like stainless steel. Now, typically what comes to my mind when somebody brings this up is some sort of a hammered nickel or a hammered stainless sink. And I want to go over some options with you right now. Now, certainly the first and probably the most expensive option is going to be from a company called Native Trails. This sink is going to be a copper with a brushed nickel plating, meaning that since it is copper, it can turn green around the drain. And you're right, it is possible with enough time, the copper will start to show through. However, that is definitely a very long time from now. Probably the most common sink is going to be the Farmhouse 30 in brushed nickel, which has an MSRP of $39.98. However, you can pick it up on Amazon for $29.98 US dollars at the time of this recording. However, many customers tend to tell me that Native Trails prices tend to be outside their budget range. For these purposes, I like to bring out brands like Thompson Traders, an American brand that specializes in copper, very much like Native Trails does. However, their prices tend to be a lot more reasonable. They also have a hammered stainless, which you can pick this up for a little over $1,000 US dollars. And hammered stainless can be a great alternative to hammered copper with a brushed nickel plating. Not only is the finish going to last a lot longer, but also the price is going to be a lot lower. I hope that information helps you out. Go ahead and let me know in the comments below. What kind of sink do you have? What do you wish you had? If you could replace your kitchen sink, would you replace it with copper? As always, there will be links down below for the products that we discussed today. Let me know if you have any questions. I just want to record a quick update as well for you folks who are following along on the Stonega, Virginia remodel road trip saga. As you may know, we went out to Virginia a few weeks back, and we are back in California for now. I have one more project that requires my attention here in California, and that is my in-laws' house. I want to make sure that is done and ready to go before I leave. We're still about 2 weeks out on that. And then once that project is done, then we can go ahead and make our arrangements and head on out. So realistically, we're still probably a month and a half from continuing that saga, but thanks for tuning in. Click here for more videos. Click here to subscribe, And as always, I'll see you in the next one.